just a little bit of a market update today in terms of some of the ideas that I've been floating around. About a week and a half ago or so, in the latter part of October 2016, I talked about, made a vlog that I thought the large cap tech stocks like Google, Amazon, Netflix, Apple, those kind of names, that they're very inflated in the near term and they could really cause the market to come down. Well, since all those stocks are materially lower and the broader market's coming off as well. So wanted to give you guys a bit of an update where I think things are and what we might be able to do, consider doing from here, especially considering the elections as well. So since my blog on October 24th, where I sort of issued this warning that we might be in for a bit more of a corrective phase here for the time being, at least heading into the election, the S&P 500 so far has dropped about 2.5% here as of this recording right now. Of course, that can change at any point. If we look at shares of Google, for example, those guys are also well off. They've, of course, have had earnings in the meantime. Look at shares of Google, for example, here. They had a pop after earnings and then very quickly started to drop so far. That is measuring down to about a let's call it 6% correction, or correction's a hard word to use, but pull back. And then Amazon.com as well. You can see what's going on in Amazon. That stock also after earnings basically gapped right down. So since that video I made, Amazon is off about, let's call it 9%, just for fun. Apple as well, off since their respective earnings. You can see same type of price action here. So all in all, I think this is something that we need to respect. It's, the lesson to learn here, the number one lesson to learn is to never ever chase stocks, regardless of how good they might be. When I recorded that video on October 24th, too many people that I talked to were bullish on this stuff and, on these kind of large cap tech stocks. And while I am bullish long term, the reality is in the near term, things can change very, very quickly when things are overbought. So never ever chase stocks is the lesson for today. Lastly, as far as stock market directionality goes into year end and after the elections, tends to be quite positive. So regardless of the immediate term outcome, and of course we have to see how markets react first to the elections and immediately, and for all I know, we could have a different reaction this time around than normal. But the year-end rally, regardless of who or what the outcome is of election or non-election, there tends to be a year-end lift, and whether that starts right after the elections or it starts in December or I don't know when, just before year-end, I'm not sure when that's going to start. No one knows, but I'll make a separate video on that once the elections are over, once we had a couple trading days following that, and I'll keep you on cue. So again, number one rule to learn today is to never chase stocks or you'll end up holding the bag in things like Google, Amazon, and Apple. At least near term, those things were very overbought just a couple of weeks ago.